Hello, thank you for your interest in the Georgia Institute of Technology. My name is Seth Bagwell, and I'll be presenting on the Veterans Pathway Program today. Georgia Tech is a public institution and is a member of the University System of Georgia. The University System of Georgia is comprised of 26 public institutions in the state of Georgia. For more information about the University System of Georgia, please visit their website at usg.edu. Each of our transfer pathway programs at Georgia Tech has its own website that outlines eligibility and the requirements. If you have not already, please visit transfer.gatech.edu for the Veterans Pathway Program information. It is important that you know the Veterans Pathway Program is an optional pathway with specific admission requirements. We understand students have a lot of great transfer options and ultimately want you to choose the best path for you and your family. Georgia Tech enrolls around 1,000 transfer students each year, and our transfer pathway programs help support the diversity of our transfer class every year. Let's begin with a quick overview of the resources available to our veteran students. The University System of Georgia has a lot of resources dedicated to assisting veterans during their time at USG institutions. At the link provided on the slide, you will find more information on all the services and benefits that are offered for our veteran students and their families from the University System of Georgia. Georgia Tech is also dedicated to serving veteran students well. Georgia Tech recently opened a brand new Veterans Resource Center, and we've also adjusted our Veterans Pathway program to now include all majors, including the College of Engineering. We are excited for what the future holds for our veteran students at Georgia Tech. For more information about services offered to our veteran students, please visit the link in the slide and feel free to reach out to our Veterans Resource Center Director, Dr. David Ross. Now let's go over the requirements for the Veterans Pathway Program. To be eligible for the Veterans Pathway Program, applicants must have completed active duty military service in the U.S. Armed Forces within the past 5 years. Please see the veteran definition as outlined by the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs. After graduating from high school, you'll need to complete a minimum of 30 semester credit hours or 45 quarter credit hours at an accredited college in the United States. Dual enrollment courses, AP, or other applicable placement credit will not be counted towards this 30-plus hour course requirement. Complete all required courses based on your intended major prior to the established document deadline. Establish a cumulative GPA of 3.3 or higher and a combined math/science GPA of 3.3 or higher. The cumulative GPA includes all courses taken at colleges and/or universities attended. The math/science GPA includes a combination of all mathematics courses at a calculus level and higher, along with all natural science courses including both lecture and laboratory components. Veterans Pathway students can also apply to any term. The online transfer application. The first step to apply as part of this pathway program is to complete and submit an online transfer application at transfer.gatech.edu. There is a section in the application to select that you are applying for the Veterans Pathway Program. The non-refundable application fee is $75 for domestic students and $85 for international students. There is a transfer application fee waiver option within the application. Veterans Pathway Program students will also need to make sure that they submit a copy of their DD-214 in the online application. Credit hour requirements. There is a 30 semester or 45 quarter credit hour requirement for the Veterans Pathway Program, and they must be completed prior to the course requirement deadline. An official academic transcript from each previous institution, both domestic and international, is required as part of the transfer application. Official academic transcripts must be sent directly from the institution to Georgia Tech. International students not currently enrolled at a U.S. institution should contact our office for more information. A foreign credit evaluation is required of applicants with prior enrollment at a non-U.S. institution and should include course-by-course review with GPA evaluation. Foreign credit evaluations must be sent to Georgia Tech from the Credit Evaluation Agency and include the academic transcript review. Course requirements by major. As part of the 30 semester credit hour requirement, there are minimum course requirements by major students are required to complete. These course requirements by major are the same ones we ask all transfer applicants to complete as part of their application. A course requirement by major chart is available on our transfer website. Course requirements for all majors include English Composition 1, English Composition 2, Calculus 1, and at least one lab science. Most majors have an additional requirement, but all courses align with Georgia Tech degree requirements. Veteran Pathway Program applicants must complete these minimum course requirements by the course requirement deadline. I will review the chart later in this presentation. There are clear GPA requirements as part of the Veterans Pathway Program. The minimum overall GPA requirement is a 3.3 on a 4.0 scale. The overall GPA is taken from the official transcripts that are sent to our office. The minimum math and lab science GPA requirement is a 3.3 on a 4.0 grading scale. We only include calculus and higher math and lab science coursework within this GPA requirement. This is the course requirements by major chart. The top of the chart reminds applicants that coursework required for all majors are English 1101, English 1102, and Calculus 1. One great thing about this chart is that it's interactive. For example, when selecting a degree program, it will link to the degree requirements page for that specific major within the Georgia Tech catalog. Also, when selecting one of the courses, you will be taken to the course description for that specific course in the Georgia Tech catalog. All majors require one lab science course and most require two. A lab science course consists of lecture and lab components equal to at least 4 semester credit hours. If your major lists 2 blocks underneath the lab science column, then your major requires 2 separate lab science courses. It does not mean 1 lecture and 1 lab course if your institution treats them separately and does not combine them as one course. An example of meeting the 2-course lab science sequence would be Biology 1 and Biology 2, or Chemistry 1 and Chemistry 2. An example of meeting the 2-course lab science sequence which is optional would be Physics 1 and Chemistry 1, or Biology 1 and Chemistry 1. Now let's talk about the review process. Our application review process begins once our office receives a complete transfer application. Application review for this pathway program will begin once we receive your application and your official transcripts. Students applying as part of the Veterans Pathway Program receive an offer of admission if they meet all program requirements. Students who do not meet pathway requirements will receive a second holistic review prior to a final decision. Georgia Tech uses a partner-based review model to complete our holistic review. 2 staff members simultaneously read each transfer application and summarize their impressions before recommending a decision. Most applications receive multiple reviews from staff before a final decision is reached. We highly recommend applicants use all sections of the application to provide information we can review as part of the process. Academic major. Students have the opportunity to select one of the 36 majors of study on their transfer application. Any offer of transfer admission from Georgia Tech is specific to the major and term listed on the application. Students are not able to change their major once their transfer application has been submitted. Academic preparation. Georgia Tech does not waive or exclude prior college credit or enrollment. Official academic transcripts must be received by the document deadline. Official academic transcripts provide us a picture of your academic preparation and performance. Enrollment gaps or extenuating circumstances can be outlined within the online application. Course requirements by major. We also review official transcripts to confirm course requirements by major are complete. Competitive applicants demonstrate success within course requirements by major and rigorous coursework over time. We recommend applicants use the prerequisites section of the application to list each course they are using to satisfy each course requirement by major. Contribution to community. We recommend applicants upload a 1-page contribution to community form within the online application. Applicants often ask what makes a good application or what they believe are certain things they need to list on their application. We are interested in learning what you are passionate about, and we value the different interests our students bring to Georgia Tech. Some traits we value in this portion include commitment, self-motivation, personal responsibility, compassion for others, initiative, leadership, and entrepreneurism. The contribution to community form is optional, but it's highly recommended. Personal essays. Students are required to complete 2 essays as part of the online transfer application. One essay is the same for everyone and focuses on the student's intended major at Georgia Tech. The second essay topic is chosen by the student from different essay prompts. This portion of the application helps to get us to know you better, assess a mutual fit, and demonstrates thoughtfulness. The portfolio. Students selecting some majors within our College of Design have the option to complete an additional essay and upload a design portfolio. These items are reviewed by our College of Design faculty as part of the transfer application review process. Grade point average. As previously stated, there are two GPA requirements for the Veterans Pathway Program: an overall 3.3 GPA and a 3.3 Math and Lab Science GPA. The overall GPA includes coursework taken at all previous institutions, both domestic and international. A Math and Lab Science GPA review includes only calculus level and higher math and all lab science courses. Lab science courses include physics, chemistry, biology, and some earth and atmospheric science courses. A lab science course must total at least 4 semester credit hours and include lecture and lab components. A lab science course will not receive credit if the lab is not completed with the lecture. How we calculate the math and lab science GPA is simple. We add up the total quality points from all eligible coursework and divide it by the number of credit hours. For example, if a student has an A- grade for a chemistry course, and this course is 4 semester credit hours, then the student would receive 16 quality points and 4 hours of semester credit. We do not add or subtract quality points for plus and minus grades. An A grade receives the same weight whether it is an A- or an A+. The next slide will provide a transfer credit overview. The Georgia Tech Catalog is the official resource for our transfer credit policy, course descriptions, and degree requirements for each major. The basic policy is to allow credit for courses completed with a C grade or higher at other accredited colleges and universities within the U.S. Coursework completed at colleges and universities outside the U.S. will be evaluated on a case-by-case basis. There is no cap on transfer credit hours at Georgia Tech. However, students are required to complete a minimum of 36 credit hours for Georgia Tech degree. Online coursework. Please refer to the transfer credit policy page on our registrar's website for detailed information regarding online transfer credit. There is currently a temporary suspension of our current online credit policy for 2020 and the spring of 2021. There is an additional information section on the transfer application if you need to provide information regarding coursework challenges or changes in delivery mode. Repeat coursework. A common question we receive is how we view repeat coursework within our holistic review process. If a student has earned a C grade or higher in a course, then we do not recommend repeating the course since we are unable to provide double credit for the same course. If a student earns below a C grade, then a repeat attempt is necessary in order to earn transfer credit for the course. Official credit evaluation. An official transfer credit evaluation is available once a student receives an offer of admission from Georgia Tech. The Registrar's Office and academic colleges serve as the authority on transfer credit at Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech may require students to submit a credit evaluation request after an offer of admission. Our office will notify you via the admission portal for any credit evaluation request. Please keep all your course syllabi as the information is required for a credit evaluation request. Credit by exam. Georgia Tech welcomes the opportunity to honor credit by exam awards you've received from your current institution. Credit by exam sources include AP, IB, SAT-2, and A-level coursework. It is the student's responsibility to request credit by exam or advanced standing credit on the official transcript. The course name, code, and credit hours for each credit by exam award must be on the official transcript for Georgia Tech to honor it. If Georgia Tech is unable to see credit by exam awards by the course on the official transcript, then the student will be required to meet credit by exam scores set by Georgia Tech. Credit by exam awards such as English 1101 and Calculus 1 can transfer and satisfy minimum course requirements by major. Transfer equivalency table. Georgia Tech's transfer equivalency table is available online at oscar.gatech.edu. It lists all coursework and institutions, domestic and international, currently evaluated for transfer credit by Georgia Tech. Students can search transfer credit by institution, subject area, and term. The next slide will provide a snapshot of how to use the transfer equivalency table. Before starting a transfer credit query, please review the transfer equivalency overview online at oscar.gatech.edu. Start your query by selecting the state or country of your institution. If your college is not listed on the table, then we have not evaluated coursework for credit. Once you have selected your institution, choose your subject area. You can select multiple subjects. For level, always choose the undergraduate option. For term, always scroll down to the very bottom and select See Equivalent Data from all terms. This option will show you a complete history of our courses that have been evaluated. After selecting Get Courses, you will be shown the results of your query. Transfer course results indicating the numbers 1XXX or 2XXX means there is no exact Georgia Tech equivalent course. These courses can be used as free electives. If a course result indicates department evaluation is required, then a credit evaluation request will be required after an offer of admission. We will provide instructions at that time. For the purposes of our review, if a U.S. college or course is not listed on the table, we will assume credit is transferable except coursework clearly listed as no Georgia Tech credit awarded. We recommend applicants using the international credit to satisfy course requirements by major. Contact our office for more information. There are some recommendations we have for students pursuing the Veterans Pathway Program. First, review the requirements. Carefully review the Veterans Pathway Program page so you clearly understand the requirements. Pay close attention to the deadlines of this pathway program, and make sure to have all the necessary documents ready to submit. Do your research. Explore college websites to gather details, especially regarding transfer credit. Ask about credit by exam policies to understand how AP, IB, CLEP, or subject test results can give you credit. Each college should have a clearly defined transfer credit policy within their academic catalog. Most colleges have an online resource where students can view transfer credit equivalencies. Ask questions. Create a list of questions you need to know about each institution you are considering and a spreadsheet to record your answers. Here are some important topics to ask questions about. Number 1, transfer credit policy. Will you have to take a prerequisite course before enrolling in calculus or lab science coursework? Credit by exam. Will this information be listed on your transcript? Is a college or on a quarter or semester credit system? This pathway program will be challenging to complete at a quarter credit system institution. Review the academic calendar. When do classes start and end? Will the spring quarter or semester end before June 1st? Prerequisite coursework. Is there coursework you will need prior to registering for a course requirement? Transcript information. Does it include your credit by exam information, electronic versus direct mail delivery? Coursework availability. Will the coursework you need be available to you? Keep your course information. Keep your course syllabi, as this information can be very helpful if you need to have a course evaluated for credit. At Georgia Tech, coursework not listed on our transfer equivalency table will require a credit evaluation request after an offer of admission. Now let's review our transfer application deadlines so you can mark them on your calendar. This information is available online at transfer.gatech.edu. Here you can see all the important deadlines applicants need to be aware of when submitting an application. I hope this pathway program presentation was helpful to you. We greatly appreciate your continued interest in Georgia Tech and look forward to reviewing a future application. Please contact our office if you have any additional questions at admission@gatech.edu.